Alright, we have a cursed one from the Cursed King. And this is definitely a cursed combo. It's one I thought I was good at, but I just shit the absolute bed the other day in my first league match. Super disappointed in that performance, but you know what? We'll just have to get back on track. Hopefully I can redeem myself with this run. Yeah, we'll see. I'm well versed in this combo. It's a horrible combo. It's almost every time you load this combo up, it's going to be cursed. Almost every time. To some degree. Decent starters at the common tier. Horrible one from the uncommon tier. It's the Demon Fiend of spells, but at least it's in a clan that kind of has access in the first 3 rings to play it every now and then with Rubber Morsel or Perils. And also just Ember Reduction, unlike Demon Fiend, which just has literally 0 chance to get played. Rage Fell's annoying, but Diligence the main annoying one. We got Rage Talos as well. We'll just see what we can do. Well, this is the same choice I had in the tournament. I was leaning toward Monstrous being more useful, especially since there was a Void Binding. I still kind of think, while Architect's always just the best in every other combo, I still don't know that Architect is good in this combo. Is it better than Monstrous, though? Because Monstrous really is just horrible. I still maintain maybe Monstrous. We'll see. We also have Space Prisms for it. So it's like, I already have Floor Extension. Split Anvil. Or Pyrestone. That's a good steal. That's a good steal. None of the others are really that good. Even this steal I might avoid. I have good reasons with the Wildwood Saps already to go Merchant of Magic. Especially if I'm going to Hellvent. So like Awoken, I like that. I think we do that. So I think I'm going to take Split Anvil. That's a tough sell. Well, we know they won't be sharded up, but I think I can do this. Man, the boss is the big issue, though. That's a 9 damage backliner that I can't kill. But, could I get 10 regen? I think we can take it. It's a little bit iffy. I'd be lying if I said it wasn't, but we're going to try it here. That's really good, though, to get that health. We'll just stack the regen as much as possible. We have enough damage already. And of course, with the Collector, wouldn't be a cursed run if it didn't just always spawn mid. I forgot there's 2 of these. That sucks. That's going to be a ton of higher damage. Well, anyway, not much I can do about that. And I don't even kill the 1. Monstrous really is shit, isn't it? But Architect would have been worse, technically. Stick more scaling. Maybe if I had drawn another attack guy, we could have at least prevented 6 there, but as it stands, we just took 16. I can actually play this. I think it's worth it. Yeah, I think that's definitely worth it. Should have played this first. Oops. Oh, they're dead anyway. Just do that. Got him. Hey, we got the backliner in the end anyway. Alright, 24 for a unit draft. I'd say it's worth it. Alright, everything here is morsel based. That might push us to the left. take this. Backlane clear's an option. I don't have it. I might need it. Might just take this as a stopgap right now for pyre health. It is the worst of the 3 cards, but it might just be what we need, unfortunately. Though this is pretty good scaling, I think I'm still going to take this. If I end up with a sweeper, we won't care, or a glimmer. Glimmer or sap? Glimmer. Okay, there's a husk. We'll definitely take that. Question is, do we still go right or left? Because now I have a husk. It'd be nice to search for some upgrades on it. Morsel Maker Infusion would be good for Umbra. Now if I found an alloy, would I put it into husk? Maybe. I mean, infusion-wise, it's alloy, morsel maker are good. Over here, it's just animus of will. That's a good infusion. That's the only one. But there is the Awoken Hollow, which I always thought was a good. It usually works for me, but not in the last tournament seed. I think given that we have this Hellvent, Merchant of Magic is just potentially better. I don't know though. Well, I think so. Remove consumes good on Wildwood Sap. I can get a 2 cost that way. I'm not going to go with Shell Infusion. It's not worth 25 shards. Thorn Fruit into Diligent. We'll take that. It's also just really strong right now. Plus 10 here, maybe? We don't need Slays. Get that down to a playable level. Alright, I think that's okay. That was a good ring. Should be fine here at the amount of regen we're running. Question is, do we want Penumbra to be the carry? 5, 5, 5, 5. I think we just want him to clear this. Well, we're gonna have a rough time scaling Husk Hermit. Don't know why I'm trying to like preserve his health. He's just dead outside of a glimmer, right? So we should just stack this. Well, hopefully we can get enough regen or we're just dead here. Good old haste. Okay, we actually get enough with the very poor scaling to still get it done here. But yeah, this is not good. This is why I kind of prefer Animus of Will over the sweepers in this combo. Very reliant on getting multi-strike or the sweepers, but the Animus of Will just always kind of get it done. Well, we have a conundrum now. It's like, if we're not getting an Awoken Hollow, then Morsels is probably our only scaling option unless we find a razor sharp edge. I think I'll take this anyway. And Snare would be huge. We'll take that. we want to go this route. 30 power could go on Glimmer. Well, it's not looking very Awoken Hollow-y, is it? But that's fine. We can probably just go Husk and feed it morsel, making it with morsels. If it's the ×5 event, it'd be nice that the Glimmer was 30, but if it's the Hammer event, we want to put 30 on it. I have other things I can ×5, honestly. Honestly, I would ×5 the making of a morsel or the gem, maybe the gem trove. I don't know, probably not ×5 the gem trove. Well, I could give him the gem trove right now. It's pretty powerful to play, though. But it could just get 0 costed and stuff. And like, the worst would be heal, I guess. That would be a downgrade, because we want to play gem trove. 2 out of 3 times it's good, 1 out of 3 times it's a downgrade. But I also have to give the card up, and I kind of want the card right now. So is there any spell I'm fine giving up? Not really. Not really. Problem is, there's a 1/3 chance that anything, like, I don't want the heal on any of these. I would love the gold, but I'd particularly like the replicator on several of these, but I just don't know if playing to a 2/3 out, that I also have to, you know, I'd have to give up a good card. It only makes sense to do this if I give up a good card, like either gem trove or making of a morsel, essentially. I guess I could give up Glimmer, but that doesn't really make sense to me. Let's just purge a unit for now, just so we have a steward down. I don't know, maybe I should have played to the 2/3 there. That was like one time where Hellventing first would have been nice, because then I could have probably given up. Like, if I Hellvent a gem trove, I could just give it up, but I don't know, that's unlikely. It's unlikely to find that one event. Almost every other event, you'd rather hit it before you go to the Hellvent. So I'd either Hellvent the Making of Morsel or the Gem Trove. I think right now, or the Wildwood Sap. I think right now the Gem Trove is more valuable. Especially, like, if I draw 1 turn 2... Fuck. Did I just really forget to go back to that temple? And there was an intrinsic, wasn't there? It's really bad. Like, I want an intrinsic space prism, almost certainly. Then I can just keep going, trample Penumbra. Well, either way, let's give this person armor, why not? And take one of them out. Sure. Give you damage shield. We want to keep this alive as long as we can. But I'm pretty sure we want to scale out the husk. I don't know. I do more damage with the penumbra, but I can end up scaling husk higher. Let's do this here. Well, it's kind of just there. That dies anyway. I want the best stats available. Rubber might have arguably been better stats than the Morsel Jeweler, because I at least get an attack on it, but yeah, I don't think so. I'm going to keep the regen high. Regen's how we're going to win Relentless. I don't think I need to feed more than 4. It might be nice to spill over a few here. Let's just keep one of you. 35. We might be getting... actually do this here. Might as well do this here, I think. Let's do that as well. I think the regen is pretty important, and these shade splitters aren't typically getting us a good morsel. Okay, we want one here. Ah, fuck. Moron. I'm a moron. Well, hopefully that didn't cost us. This is worth breaking a thing with. Yeah, 17 regen ought to do her. But let's hammer it home like a true monster trainer should. And by the end we get okay stats. It's still pretty slow scaling. Oh god. I'm dying. Mitosis could work. You got definitely enough morsels for that to make sense. Animus' speed could work as an infusion. Could definitely work. Is it worth 25 shards? That I don't know. That I don't know. Problem with it is, if I find quick at a steal, then... Like, 1 second. Oh. I think my lungs are permanently destroyed from COVID. It's all good. I didn't need them anyway. Merchant of Steel. So as I was saying, it's almost like the opposite of like when you pick up a Fledgling Imp or when you pick up a Titan Sentry. It's like instead of opening up your options of steel, it kind of closes them down. Now I could take the Animus of Will if I see a quick here. I'd probably just take it and then don't infuse it, and I can just remove it. That is an extra removal I have to make though. As far as the Umbra Banners, I wouldn't be opposed to, I guess, a Morsel Master if I can't find Morsel Maker. I mean, we are basically scaling with morsels on a non-gorge unit, which is never good. I would take an Alloy, just get the multi-strike. Now, however, if I find multi-strike here, then, you know, and maybe, like, say, a large stone, I could just lock both them in, and then I got the Animus of Speed infusion, which is good in that case. Another thing is that let's say I don't find anything I really want here, and I don't find a good Umbra infusion. I probably just fuse the Animus of Speed here, but then that's more so where we run into that situation of now every steal in the future. Quick has become a useless upgrade when it was actually a pretty good upgrade before to find. So, is it worth speculatively picking this? Because these just aren't going to do anything for us, the Collector and the Animus of Speed. I really wish Collector's infusion was literally just its gorge effect. I could see that being a useful pickup. Then you pick it up, it's okay the first 3 rings, and then you fuse it into something. Let's say I didn't have regen, right? Let's say I didn't. It wouldn't make sense in this run, but let's say I didn't have regen. Hey, I could just do a morsel strategy and just get tons of lifesteal. Be an okay infusion. Even on a sweeper that loses a lot of lifesteal, you could get a lot of lifesteal. Anyway, though, that's neither here nor there. Is it Animus' Speed or is it Skip? I think it is Animus' Speed. I think there's enough misses at this Umbra Banner that I think we want this. Pretty sure we do draw with a Split Anvil. We don't really need Ember. Kind of do turn 2, that's about it. But usually I can put a morsel down and not get Ember drained anyway. Let's see. Okay, Shitstone. -2. Of course, now I'm not going to get Intrinsic. Alright, I think the Morsel Maker infusion is fine. It just represents a pretty good amount of stats. And I think it's better than the Anaphysis Feed Infusion, even if I don't end up with Quick. I think it is. So, do I add a shitstone? That's one less space that I have to deal with, but it's a lot of stats. I think we add it. Shitstone and Endless, it's the worst combo usually. It is here. That's why I lock in the Shitstone though, because if Endless comes up, at least I locked something in, you know. So we really do want multi-strike. I don't know, is speed better? Or do I need scaling more? I can put Morsel Maker as a unit with Penumbra. Let's see if we're getting a Gorge variant. We do. I'm not opposed to flexing Glutton here. And I can Morsel Maker it. I'm not opposed to it. Okay, I've changed my mind. I'm gonna keep Morsel Maker as a unit. I'm gonna put speed into Husk, and we're just gonna close off Quick as a good merchant upgrade. I just have to live with it. Multi-strike or bust, but for now, this is gonna help. I don't think a -2 helps anywhere. Not with Split Anvil. We're already going to Shardville here. Let's add a little bit of stats here. Should have figured this out before I re-rolled. Might have preferred 25 health, but this works for now. Every single spell I have is good, I would say. So like we should just get rid of Stewards. I'm not going to take this Purge for shards. I'm already a little high on shards for how weak the deck is. That armor is certainly not nothing. I don't have a whole lot of health. It's just gold. I'll have enough to reroll here anyway, going left. I'm not going right. I don't have the money for it. I'd rather have a Vortex than a Horde, especially in this combo where the artifacts generally just kind of suck. That is the worst situation possible, to draw both these fucking gem troves turn 1. I can't even begin to explain to you how annoying that is. Well, I think we do need to put down the Husk. You have one more lifesteal. Let's just put this up here then, still focus that as our main group here. God, this thing costs 2 though, I always forget. It's just the most whack-ass shit ever. I think we just put down 2 of these. I will greed for this. Oh, what do you know? Well, good thing I'm quick. This is why I do the quick, by the way. I'm saving myself a ton here. Well, I already regret the Morsel Maker keep. I don't regret the Animus of Will, though. I don't think 6/6 on Resolve is gonna beat quick in most cases. How's my regen down so far already? Well, we unfortunately might just be dying again. I don't know. I'm just really not playing well these days. I need to like regroup. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. We can at least do this. Hopefully I can get a good morsel here. Okay, that's a decent one. We'll do that one. I need offense. Okay, we're gonna keep you here. That guy in the back is unfortunately just gonna fuck me up. These don't really do anything for me. Man. Gonna do that because it gives me attack. Give ourselves some extra turns here. I don't quite know what the game plan is, honestly. We don't want to play these down there. Well, we'll beat this boss. Like, bosses are not an issue, but these waves, it's like... I don't know, man. Oh, Animus of Will, it really is tough, isn't it? I may need to Hellvent the Ensnare. I mean, Ensnare kind of gets us out of a lot of this. Excavation Eruption, it's another 3 cost. We'll try to Hellvent the Ensnare there if I can live till then. I don't think there's anything other than a Root Split Mask at the Trinkets that's going to save me for this ring. I think it's... I have a higher chance of getting Multi-Strike, you know, 50% than I have of finding a Root Split Mask. Who knows what the percent there is, but I know for a fact that it's less than 50%. I don't 100% know that for a fact, but I'm just spitballing. I am pretty sure it's less than 50% to find one artifact out of however many. Especially considering... Yeah, I don't know. Are there any other artifacts that can really help us here? I don't know, maybe a conscription notice or something. Maybe a... I don't know. I just don't know. Either way, those aren't going to help us. I guess a Restoring Retreat in its own shitty way is kind of like an Ensnare. It's like a horrible Ensnare. Maybe I need just a horrible Ensnare. I mean, I might have to take this. It has some reasons to be in the deck. I just can't scale enough to kill the waves with a single striking sweeper. So, I think there is reasons to take this. That is actually kind of an answer to the problems we're running into. Definitely don't want that. That is the worst thing we could have found on that. Absolutely. At least we got some Pyre health here. Alright, Multi-Strike definitely pumps this up a little bit. Do I want to keep this Morsel Maker? I don't know that I do. It just costs too much Ember and it doesn't do enough. I think we're going to remove it. I'd rather just immediately start scaling my Animus. Let's remove it. And a Steward. Definitely not taking any more shards. Gotta think about what else. I mean, we really don't need the restores that much. They're okay, but I'd rather just find Wildwood Sap more often. And, you know, have chances to scale. So I think we'll remove some restore. Well, a restore. Could do that for more, but I'm just not feeling that good about this deck still. Stealth Boss shouldn't be an issue. Mark of Invasion shouldn't be an issue. Just gonna do this to make the other stuff free. Pretty sure we want this up here. Again with the collectors. Well, we don't need the damage shield there, so we can stack it here. I'll be able to hit this guy well enough. Okay, we just want as much damage as possible. You could benefit from that. Definitely not drawing the mitosis when we need to, huh? You can still benefit from that. I think this floor could use that. God, these heals are gigantic. My god, dude. Okay, they're actually dying. That's good. Do I need to use that? I mean, I am doing... I forgot that I'm multi... It is crazy how much multi-strike helps this. So because I got the multi-strike, I'm actually fine here. I guess I don't really need to ensnare anything, but since we do want the extra draw, we'll just ensnare that, I guess. Now we just have to make sure we don't get caught by stealth boss, which I don't think we will. I mean, I have 16 regen. It's a lot of regen. I actually have a good mitosis target here. Should put a few more down though. So let's see, 1, 2, 3. That creates 3. Can heal you, I guess. You know, I could do this and get a little bit more out of it. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, that one, I didn't calculate it exactly, but that one extra health, well, it might have mattered. It actually probably didn't matter. No, it did matter. If I was down to 1 health, then that extra gorge did help, so ended up being the right call, I think. Barely even have an option here for mitosis. But yeah, we should be good here. All the stealth is gone. I'm doing a ton of damage. Well, bailed out by multi-strike pretty much. I think we would have made it through that fight without multi-strike though, because we did have the ensnare, probably the turn we would have needed it. But certainly the multi-strike is making this run a hell of a lot easier. I don't think we take any of these. Nah, definitely not that shit. Vulcan really does suck, don't they? There was a time I thought they were the best clan. I don't think they're the worst, but they just have such a lack of answers in a cursed run. A very severe lack of answers. I guess we have to take this. I really wish we didn't have to, but you know, we can remove it. And we will. We do need to get to 100 shards, so I get 15 there. I need to make up 35 shards. Could pierce that. Is that better than a 30? It probably is. Alright, for sure that goes. I think we just get rid of the restores. I probably don't need restoring retreat. I should have removed restoring retreat actually. Might have that making of a morsel. go to 75. I'm gonna need to come up with 25 shards. I guess if I get plus damage, I'll just have to do that. You know, I can do a 10 and a 15, so I don't really have to Hellvent the Glimmer for 5 shards here. What if I Hellvent the Wildwood Sap? Is Relentless the only thing that kills me at this point? I'm debating the making of a morsel over the gem trove. If I have too many of these gem troves, it is kind of a liability. Whereas the making of a morsel, I can just have a really good target for Shroud Mitosis and stuff. We're probably going to have to go mid against Divinity with a Husk. For this fight, though, we'll definitely keep up with our top floor plan. I don't really know what Penumbra is supposed to do in this fight. Not really much of anything, I don't think. Okay, we can start with that. So let's fuck this guy up. I'm tired of taking damage from him. There's just no way Penumbra lives here. You know, let's make no mistake. I have liked Penumbra when he works, but he is a pretty bad champ. Like, he's not as bad. I still rank Tethys and Hornbreaker Prince lower in their own special ways, but let's make no mistake about it. Definitely fucking Penumbra sucks. That's not bullshit a bullshitter, right? A lot of runs like this where he does absolutely nothing for you. And I do mean nothing. He literally did nothing for us. Okay, I do want to do that. Question is, do I want to do that? I don't think so. I don't think I need to. Let's just do this. Almost fucked up there. I thought I had another Ember, and then I saw the number, and I was like, oh yeah, I better fucking do that, huh? Okay, if I play that, 1, 2, 3. Should always, let's see, you're at 110. I can incamp one more here. See, this is why I like to combo the mitosis with these making of a morsels. It's kind of the deal there. You have 158. Why don't we keep you for one more? Good thing we're quick, otherwise we would have not been able to play these morsels. I don't know, maybe we try to work on that. There's not much else to do. I think restores might actually be better here than the rubber morsels that or health morsels that it most likely gives us. We just want to keep the regen at a respectable level. And I think same story here. I think I'm definitely glad with the Hellvent that I ended up making. It's just increasingly seeming like it was the correct choice. Yeah, I think we need to get rid of Restoring Retreat. I don't know, though. I mean, let's see. Like, I still don't kill the mini-boss, right? It's not, my scaling's not super great. I think it might be okay to keep it for Divinity. It's not going to really become apparent that we need it until Divinity, and I bet you we need it. There's stuff that's going to get through, and if I can bring it back down, I think that would be pretty big. I could even bring an extra morsel down every now and then. Might be okay to do that. I think the utility of it is going to be needed. Cycle of Life. Yeah. Spreading Spores. Yeah. I think these are skips. They just don't really do much. The rares, man, it sucks to go like there's so many good Umbra rares. The best one we could get was Mitosis, which in this deck is pretty good, but you know, in the grand scheme of Umbra rares, there's like Umbra Stone, Furnace Tap, Shroud Spike, just really good rares that we're not finding. Awoken doesn't necessarily have that good of rares. Well, whatever. Might want Ember. I don't know if I need another draw. I'm drawing full hands most turns anyway with a Thorn Fruit. Could also do Pip. I think we just want Ember. Gets us around a few issues we might run into. Just not enough value on the left there. Double Gorge is obviously useless unless I really think Penumbra can work. Here's the thing. I've had runs where I have this flex of Trample Penumbra and Gorge, and I don't use him at all for most of the run, and then it turns out he's actually the best option for Divinity sometimes. But without a Shroud Spike, I don't really see that being the case here. Maybe the Shroud Mitosis makes it okay. At the same time, the other two artifacts are shit anyway. Maybe I just take it anyhow, right? I mean, these are shit. I guess Concussive Coals as application to Diligent, and also I guess application for going bottom floor with Penumbra. I mean, Double Gorge isn't going to mean much if he's just going to die in one turn, right? I think the Concussive Coals does more for us. That fucking artifact, by the way, should just read morsels you get eaten twice. It shouldn't, like Gorge, ugh. It wouldn't even be that insane, but it would be a good artifact at that point. Then I can actually do this morsel strategy with Husk a bit better. If I was still, even with the Concussive Coals, I'm not that confident we can keep Penumbra alive. It's only like a few attack anyway. Mask of Penumbra seems good. But I'd rather get Chain of Gems if I could. I don't know, Mask is pretty good. Let's take a look here. Okay, this is usually good. We go Rage and Buff. I don't think we need the regen. Rage Buff card draw. I think I draw enough that I don't need the Mask of Penumbra. Hammered Chest Plates. Does make the morsels a little more survivable, but not enough to survive sweep. Faulty's decent. None of the others really do a whole lot for us. Okay. I think I keep Restoring Retreat. I mean, when I remove these restores, it does make my regen a little worse, but it also means I hit these more often, or that, I guess just this one more often, which overall I think is a benefit, right? We don't need to keep fodder against Diligent. We already have it with Thorn Fruit. I just gotta remember not to draw more than, or I need to remember not to draw 10 a turn. I've removed so much that I really don't need anything more removed. We'll just go Glutton. It still opens them up if we, in the off chance we find a Shroud Spike at this ring, then we might be able to use him. I don't know. We'll see. Good thing we got both the loader and the coals for this. That will help a lot with this fight. It's going to be an annoying fight, but I think for 20 armor, 400 gold should be doable. At least I sure hope so. This is where Restoring Retreat and Ensnare will almost certainly come into play. Alright, you can get a big hit there. Not really, I guess you only do start with 40, don't you? Well, I'm not going to worry too much about Penumbra. I'm going to focus up top. Either way, we softened him up a bit. What do you know? Collector mid. However, I'll be able to kill him with stings next turn, so it's all good. The game tried to fuck me, but it failed. Let's keep you down here. We want damage. Damage shield and throw that away. Could maybe put damage shield here. We might want just to have that extra damage, right? Get some more damage shield. Get some regen. Put these here. Definitely get some extra damage on that floor. This is where the Scourges start coming in though. Concussive Coals just isn't hitting. And if Concussive Coals isn't hitting, well, that's a problem. Okay, we can start with that. We probably just aren't going to use the other thing. We still have enough Ember to play out these Scourges at least. Look at this ridiculous amount of sap. It's only 75 shards too, and just not only can I not hit any concussive coals on these purifiers, they're just nearly all of them are getting fucking sharded up apparently. Okay, we're at least at the point we can kill a normal Gilded Wing. Don't know about a sharded up one though. Well, I can kill that. We definitely want to do that. I think we want to do this. At least then we stop that Scourge. It's Rubber Morsel Day. Seems like we sure aren't drawing like that well, huh? Well, we can keep him here at least, and Snare coming in clutch as always. Definitely the regen is lower though. Of course it is a fight where Scourges are getting shuffled in, but that'll be the same story with Diligent. Shoo. Let's see, we actually kill all them. It's living armor though, so we shouldn't really kill him necessarily. Look how little living armor looks. I'm fine not getting a sting next turn. Should be enough. Yeah, it's definitely enough. I definitely feel like maybe not at 75 shards, but maybe at 100 shards. Every 100 shards, I feel like living armor should get like a doubling of his revenge effect. He's just so easy. It's like ridiculous how easy living armor is. I wouldn't mind a grovel. I think it's good. Quick on penumbra probably doesn't save us anything. I don't think any of these really do anything for us. Looks like this is where Manad went down. Who knows, maybe we will too. Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. And I've certainly had my share of overconfidence issues. We gotta get our 15 or our shards this way. I don't think I'm gonna be hellventing a thing that costs shards, so let's get this down. I think one of them at a 1 cost is fine, the other one at a 3. That way when I keep happening to draw all, you know, them together now, that is not an issue. I wonder if we can find a lightstone casing. Could do a golden vault. Honestly, with how bad the artifacts are, it might be pretty good. I don't think we want Priority's Cloak. Yep. Could do a Channel Heart. I don't know if it helps us that much, honestly. I think I might just want to keep this gold as Golden Vault buffer room. Shadow Box could be good, though. I probably should take that. I guess Golden Vault is just going to be useless. I don't know. I kind of want to double stack this on up to 10. For Diligent, you can never be too overconfident. I don't know, though. Maybe I'll do that. I have a little bit too many at 2 cost, I think. That's a holdover. Holdover and snare might work. Holdover old magic, though, is... I can hold it over. I can 0 cost it. Even though Split Anvil usually will 0 cost it. I might as well 0 cost it because this is now my Hellvent target. I think just simply scaling myself up is going to be the most straightforward thing to do. Hellvent that, and I think just hold the gold for gold. Yeah, that should be good. Okay. Still don't think I go bottom. Even though there is these, I think Diligent is just too hard to not give yourself a up top scaling option. I think I should move this guy down. I think it makes sense. We want damage. I can throw every single one of these away, honestly. Okay, I'm at 79 by 2. I'll be doing enough that I should be able to kill these, right? Well, let's just do this for the hell of it. But yeah, I should be able to one-shot him, so that would have been fine. guess I'll take the Wilt Wing out. I can take a hit here for 1 damage, that's fine. I might as well consume that out and get some regen stacked. This guy could be an issue. For sure. Though, nah, I'm doing enough damage, it's really not actually an issue. Again, I don't really care about 1 damage. 1 damage is more than fine. Then again, that's not 1 damage, is it? That's... it's a golden vault tick. I don't know. Whatever. I hate Diligent. That's... oh my god, I just burned an old magic. Okay, I'm playing so bad. Again, like, why? That is actually a pretty big fuck up. Yeah, let's do that. Pretty big fuck up, honestly. There's no excuse to burn that old magic like that. If I die, I deserve it. I don't think I will, but that was pretty bad. I was just too damn focused on talking about the damn golden vault. I even drew too much, but at least we have this extra sting. And I am... how many ways can a conductor fuck up? I'll tune in at 5 to see. I guess I've had pretty decent concussive calls though, all things considered. Damage shield wins here. So I'm actually able to stack it when I'm quick. None of that really matters, does it? For this, I don't think I need to play the Gem Trove. It's really not that needed. Maybe stacking damage shields better than the lifesteal. I don't know, maybe Pyrogrow would have been okay. Didn't seem like in the other fights I was having such Ember Drain issues, but you know, I don't know. So it looks like we're definitely more than fine here. But it's Diligent, so he's fucking getting everything. Fuck Diligent. Alright, whatever. I'll spare you the Shade Splitters. Okay. Alright, we gotta go mid here, because Chain of Gems is just impossible to find. I can't remember the last, wing technology. I guess Chain of Gems would actually work too. It'd be okay. Maybe I can still go top though, I mean... Nah, I think we gotta go mid. We start with both these though. I don't know. Can I make it work? Or do I need to go mid? I think with both them on holdover, it does kill my draw enough that I should just still go mid. Here, let's put you down here. Maybe you can do something, who knows? We actually just want to let them all through. Hands full, that's fine. I don't really need a bunch of stings. for sure. We've certainly got a lot of lifesteal. So much goddamn defensive fucking things. Just all defense. Jesus, dude. I don't need that much defense, for fuck's sake. For fucking fuck's sake, I really don't need that much. Jesus. I can't even play them all out. That's how fucking many of them are. I should have bought the shadow box. Why did I not buy the shadow box? No. With that many, yeah, I definitely should have bought the shadow box. I should have just not bought Golden Vault. If I would have got that shadow box, it would have helped a lot. We're fine incanting there, but horrible. Whatever. Alright, well at least somehow, I don't know how, but Penumbra managed to not die to that wave and give up a bunch of armor, so props to Penumbra, it did something. He's dead no matter what here. I mean, maybe not no matter what, but essentially, yeah. This will save us a lot of health. Here, let's just give you a heal, I guess. I guess that saves him. Somehow. I'm not going to pour too much effort into him, but I'll give him a fighting chance. Not really. Well, we got a good turn for Ensnare. It's not really any realistic way we're going to let him survive. I don't need him to do anything. It's not like he's doing anything with his 58 damage there anyway. So, really not the end of the world. I don't care about incanting this guy. Main thing is damage. Throw these shitty morsels away. Really seems like this fight and the last fight, I'm not like drawing like my good morsel cards as much. I guess with the double holdover or old magic, it does prevent me from finding a lot of stuff. Like my regen's pretty shit too, but I mean we're kind of getting it done here. It just doesn't really feel great. My damage is certainly high now though. That much cannot be denied. Still focus on damage, I think. Throw these tops since there's a harvester. Pretty sure we got this. We've done a lot of damage to, what's his name already? We do have these spikes. Should I keep that guy there for a turn? Maybe. Stats are good. I don't know, do I keep these for redraw? I don't think so. Oh, you know what I could do? Let's do the plan. We had that plan originally. Sure. It's certainly a floor. Oh. Put some damage on that, that's fine. Don't think that really changes much, but okay. we've got this. We've got just too much damage for him to deal with. Damn near got the flying kill. I could actually bring him down this turn. Might as well. I mean, it kind of makes sense, right? Not like these guys are going to reach the top. Let's go ahead and... The only problem is... I have more space here. Fuck it. Let's just keep it. Let's keep it up here. No need to get fancy. Give ourselves a damage shield. I'm not even going to really care about the... whatever you call it's getting played. Shade splitters. Got him. To the face. And let's start winding up our bola. Boom. Threw it around his ankles. Wrapped him up. Divinity falls over. Boom. Alright. Well, the old magic certainly made that easier. Do we get it done without old magic? I think so. I think so. It's a lot. It'd be a bit much more of a nightmare, but I think we get it done without it. Who knows though? Certainly helped. Weird build though, right? You don't go in looking to make this work, but it's what we were given. There was no Woken Hollow, there was no Razor Sharp Edge. I mean, there literally wasn't even like a Sharpen or a Steel Enhancer fucking offered. So like, I guess there was a Void Binding, but like there was no perils. There wasn't even a Mind Collapse. So like, about the only option was frickin' morsels, specifically making of a morsel, but you know, the other morsels give you attack here and there. It certainly isn't great to rely on it though for scaling, right? Like even like I do generally like a grovel. I generally like a gem trove. Not if you're not using it to scale like Gorge Penumbra though. Like if you're just scaling a non-Gorge unit, or you know, a unit that doesn't gain stats from Gorge, grovel and gem trove are unreliable, right? In a similar fashion to Shade Splitter, you don't know what you're gonna get. It might just keep giving you health, which isn't gonna help you with the waves, right? That's why I like making of a morsel. You're at least always guaranteed 6 damage from it, which isn't amazing, but it is generally enough, especially if you can like combine them with Shroud Mitosis. You know, that's a 2-card combo that does give you 18. Sorry, it actually gives you 24 damage, so it's pretty good, right? It's even better if you can get Shroud Spike. But, you know, if you don't get Mitosis, you don't get Shroud Spike. That can be a good opportunity if you see a Morsel Master. If it looks like making of a morsel is your plan, you know, Morsel Master does become an enticing pick. It's not an amazing pick, don't get me wrong, but it's one you might want to pick up if you see it. We didn't even see it this run, so would I have taken it? Probably. I may have preferred it to an Nemesis Feed here. In the context of this run, the Nemesis Feed was great, because I don't even think we saw Quick, and we just saw the other upgrades, so ended up working out. But we could have just as easily seen Quick both times at the Merchant of Steel, and we would have been a little bit more sad about this Nemesis Feed infusion. In that case, something like a Morsel Master would be fine, because then I'm getting double morsels, specifically this making of a morsel. Also, you know, like I did say, the old magic made it a lot easier. Keep in mind, if we didn't find the old magic, we're probably putting a holdover on either the making of the morsel or the mitosis. I'm thinking we hold over the making of a morsel personally. 0 cost it and then dupe it. That would still be minimum 12 attack scaling a turn. And then every now and then 24, plus whatever else we can find. I think that's enough to get there. It's obviously less than the 18 a turn we're getting from old magic, but I think because we're multi-striking, we have the Ensnare, we have the Restoring Retreat. I think we get there without it. And I have a little bit of buffer room with the Golden Vault. So all in all, I would say yeah, definitely cursed. There's a narrow line, and we happen to take it, right? We happen to take it, which really I don't know how you beat that with a straight awoken line, right? I'm trying to think what was offered. The only thing Awoken really provides that run is the utility of like ensnare and restoring retreat. Although we really didn't end up needing restoring retreat. It provides a good unit in Animus of Will. Or sorry, House Kermit. But this was a lot of this was Umbra, right? Our scaling plan was Umbra for the most part. Let's see what you ended up with. So you went full Architect. I'm not sure on what the right Penumbra is for this combo. In every other combo, Architect is correct. I'm still not sold that it's correct. I will say, in this run, Architect would have been better. I would have preferred Architect. I could have put Architect on my floor in the back, and it's an extra 100 damage each turn. I wasn't really getting anything from Penumbra this run, so maybe Architect is better. I know Loxy took it against me, and it worked out a lot better for her in the tournament, or the league. I don't know. Maybe it's better than Trample. I can admit that. I don't know if it's better than Gorge. It probably is, though. The nice thing about Gorge Penumbra, though, is it provides you something that actually does scale pretty well from Gorge. But it's so awkward to make it work. I wish there was more initial health on subsequent takes of Gorge Penumbra. Like if I go Gorge Penumbra 2, I feel like I should start with 30 health and then 40 health at Gorge Penumbra 3. I don't think that's unreasonable. I mean, if Architect gets 40 health, why shouldn't Gorge Penumbra get 40 health? I don't know, that's just me musing though. I will say in the context of this run, Architect ended up being better. My main reason with Architect being iffy in this combo is like, there's just not much like wide scaling available to the combo, right? There's not much passive scaling. You're not like stacking up a bunch of steelworkers on a floor. You're not stacking up a bunch of Alpha Fiend infused striking things. You're not making a wide incant or inspire floor. There just isn't much for a wide floor. But maybe just a basically -1 pip unit that has 100 attack and 40 health is typically better than the other often unusable paths of Penumbra. So I don't know. I still don't know what the correct answer there is. I think I would have removed this. I don't really know that. Just looking through this, I don't know that this has much use, but this is definitely a good unit. I could see some issues with it not having quick though. Self-infused Shattered Shell is nice, right? You do get that extra scaling, but I still don't know. I may have steered you wrong by suggesting the self-infuse, because I would say, if I remember correctly, the Animus of Speed was offered at ring 3 rewards, so it should have been offered. I do kind of lean toward Animus of Speed would have been better here, like into Shattered Shell particularly, because you're guaranteeing you get those slays for the most part. You do give up 3 attack per slay, but you get quick. I think probably if indeed you just died to the wave, maybe that would have been better. I don't know. It's tough to say without knowing how your run went, right? But for the record, it does provide more scaling overall, typically, as long as you're not killing them with other stuff, such as the Husk Hermit. I like this. I don't know about the -2 though. Like, maybe you were just doing that for shards. This is pretty good though, to have the ensnares. 1% damage to Diligent. Did you die? You had to die to waves, right? Died to the waves if that's the case. I thought did I see your body at Diligent? I think I did, yeah. You have a lot of ensnares. Forever consumed. I would probably... So this was taken over a making of a morsel. I would recommend against that. I think it's pack morsels is okay, but I think a making of a morsel is a much more reliable card as something you can rely on to actually maybe be a focal point of a run. Pack morsels is rarely a focal point of my runs. It's an okay just kind of card to kind of facilitate morsels but not commit to it much. But I do think a making of a morsel is just generally more valuable. That's a pretty good glimmer. But yeah, as we saw with my tournament run, it's anti-Shattered Shell, right? That's a tough thing. Shattered Shell's a tough one. I don't love it. I don't love this unit. I love it, but I don't love it here. What else are you going to take, though, right? This is the best unit you could have ended up with. But as we can see, this, which is normally so powerful, right? Huge heal, huge damage, has anti-synergy with Shattered Shell. Now, I think there's a bug with old magic where it just shows my old magic, so I don't know if this is actually what you took, but if it is, props. I think that's the right call, though I will say maybe your Hellvent should have went here, and maybe even your holdover. I think you already have these double stacked ensnares. That should be somewhat reliable enough with a double draw upgrade and a Mask of Penumbra. That I think you'd prefer just to get this scaling to slam on your dude. And your mitosis, by the way, would be so much more valuable if you had taken making of a morsel. It looks like you didn't actually end up with any making of a morsels. If I recall correctly, I think only one was offered, so I think I must have just hellvented it a bunch. Were 2 offered? I'm trying to remember. I kind of think 2 were offered, weren't they? Either way, I think I would have took it. But as it stands, your mitosis is just a little unreliable, is my guess. You don't really have much agency over what morsels you're getting. So maybe it's useful sometimes. Other times it's probably just not useful. I like this. So that was your way to get quick. So you're actually fine there. Focus growth I don't think I like. Not a huge reason to have that when you already got the Wildwood Sap, I would say, and the Big Glimmer. Yeah, I probably wouldn't have took the focus growth. I'm trying to think how this died, though. Honestly, it looks like a decently powerful deck. How did this die? You'll have to let me know. I honestly don't really know how it lost. It seems like a powerful deck, all things considered. Probably a lack of offensive scaling, then. I think just the one old magic. I think with a multi-striking Shattered Shell, you don't need to go that hard on the ensnares. I would dedicate these resources a little more over toward old magic. Hellvent it, get it cost reduced maybe. Hell, you could even double stack it. But yeah, this is really, if you think about it, you're killing the smaller tanks, you're killing the little units. You only need to hit these ensnares on the charted up tanks and the mini bosses. So do you need it on holdover? Probably not. You just need to hit, like, you can hit a good one every now and then, or just a normal one every now and then. You probably only need the delay here and there. Focus more on the offensive scaling, and I bet you're probably good. That's about all I can really glean from it. But yeah, that was a fun one. Thanks for that submission. Funny Biggest Worlds. Funny Biggest Worlds. Nothing was too big in this run, so maybe that's the joke. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.